Hello, everybody. Chef Anita here. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Here we are again. It is that time of month where I go live with Amazon. So hopefully everyone will hop on. I didn't make any announcement about this at all, but if you're just joining, my name is Anita. I am a chef, and I go on live with Amazon Live. As you can see here, there's a little camera here. Every month at 3:30, showing you guys a brand new olive oil driven recipe with this company, this brand that I am a chef for, Corto Olive Oil. As you can see them back here. So you'll get to see like my setup, and I've got the iPhone here. So while I'm cooking, I'm actually going to be paying attention to this phone, but I like to bring all of my followers from TikTok along with me to cook along with me on TikTok and Amazon Live. What am I making today? Mongolian beef. Yes. Sounds scary, but it's not. Super easy. 35 minutes from prep to cook to your plate to your family. Hey, Miss Perez. Hi, sweetie. How are you? I hope you're feeling better. Hi. How are you? Oh, thank you for joining me, Mama. I am going live in 7 minutes. As you know, you're always here with me. Thank you so much for coming and hanging in. Oh, thank you for the follows. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the positive vibes. Thank you. Yay, Miss JoJo. How are you? Oh, good, sweetheart. Good. I'm still on call. You need me. I'm there for you. You know that. But yeah, going live here in 7 minutes with Amazon, making another olive oil driven dish. So the setup will look funny. Just trying to explain to everybody here. You can see all the bright lights because my iPhone is actually right here. And this is where I'm going to be focusing while cooking this dish for Corto Olive Oil, like I said, which I do every month. And today, trying really hard not to repeat myself because then whoever hangs out with me will see the actual process. But I'm making Mongolian beef. I actually featured this on Instagram and TikTok not too long ago. As you guys already know, I'm already like stretched pretty thin when it comes to finding ingredients. Now that I moved to Nicaragua, I no longer live in California. So doing something like a Mongolian beef out of Nicaragua, it's just amazing to me. So I actually did a recipe trial on this last week, I think it was, and my family just was blown away by it. So I wanted to share it with the people at Corto Olive Oil and all of you guys here too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So what's the best way to cook a steak? That depends, but definitely open flame. But there is nothing to be said about a cast iron pan with some butter, some rosemary, some garlic, and just all the yumminess. But I love open flame. A grill is my way. Absolutely. It's going to be hard for me to really pay attention to the comment section because, like I said, I'll be looking up on this camera because this is my focus today for Corto Olive Oil. I'm just bringing you guys along. It's going to look really weird, but trust me. Trust the process. My favorite kind of steak to cook, though, filet mignon, through and through. Filet mignon, please, any day, give me a filet mignon and I will cook the living heck out of that. But also, giant tomahawk, what I like to call a brontosaurus steak, with that big bone sticking out of it. Throw that thing after marinating in this olive oil, some garlic, and that's it. You put that on the grill until perfection, and it is incredible. Wagyu, oh, that's a hard one to cook, but if you can manage that one well, kudos to you, man, because Wagyu is so special. It's like butter. I mean, you can literally slice it thin and just boop, pop it in your mouth. So, ¿estás bien, hermosa, pinche moza? Gracias, gracias. Mi gente, yes, how are you? Well, puertorriqueña, pero tú sabes, nosotros nos entendemos. Por aquí viviendo en Nicaragua, haciendo un vivo event con Amazon Live, and with my people, I go live in 4 minutes with Amazon Live. So, hi, South Padre Alec, Texas. Thank you for joining. I have not been on in so long. I mean, I just feel like so out of it. I thank you for the likes, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for the follows. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm really new to TikTok, as you can see from the amount of followers I have. And I'm also new to Amazon Live. I work with this company there, and I bring you guys along with me on my daily cooking, dinners at home, and travel. Like I said, right now I'm living in Nicaragua, but I travel quite a bit. I'm actually from Puerto Rico, but I've lived many different places in the world. But yeah, I am Boricua through and through. But I'm going to be going on in 3 minutes. I just want to make sure I have all of my ingredients here, but I think I'm pretty good to go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Where's everybody from? Oh, God, Hawaii. I just spent 2 weeks there with my daughter. I'm telling you. I travel quite a bit, and when I can get out of my house and travel anywhere, I will. Hawaii was absolutely magical. I actually considered that being the next move spot. Husband and I did, but we decided on Nicaragua. Yes, absolutely. Boricua in the house. Heck yeah. Okay, guys, I got about 1.5 minutes here. Exactly 1.5 minutes. Wow, I'm getting pretty good at this. So, yeah, stick around. I'm going to be cooking, like I said, a little Mongolian beef my way. I add my own little spin to it, so don't come after me. So, yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you to have you. Oh, thank you so much for the balloons in the mirror. Thank you so much. I don't actually see the gift pop up, but that can just be like my Wi-Fi. Nicaragua Wi-Fi is rough. So I'm hoping I can get through this live without any issues. Thank you so much for the gift, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for following. Yeah, check out, YouTube. You guys know the drill. I'm new here trying to build the following. Hello from Arizona. I'm going live here in about 30 seconds, 35 seconds with Amazon Live. That's why this looks all kind of crazy. So stick around and see what I'm doing, okay? And if you guys want to see more from me, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button on my YouTube, Instagram, here on TikTok. I love hearing from all of you. If you have any suggestions, please, by all means, speak up. I love to have conversations with my followers. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so I'm going live here. So if I'm not paying attention to the comment section, I do apologize. I hope my mods are still here. Please be kind. I'm a nice person. Trolls, stay away, please. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chef Anita here. I am so happy to be back. I could not wait to hop on this live. I know I got a little delayed last week, and I do apologize for that. But I am here today to show you a really, really easy, really diverse recipe to cook up at home. My home chefs out there, with you know whom, La Padella, Porto olive oil, and 100% extra virgin. What am I making today, guys? What am I making? I am making Mongolian beef. Yeah, can you believe that? Mongolian beef. This is how amazing this olive oil is. And if you guys have seen any of my old videos, which I hope you have, I am telling you, this olive oil, the diversity and flavor that it has, you can marry it with whatever it is you're trying to do and not interrupt the end result. All it does for you is enhance it. And I know I say this every week, and every week I'm sure a lot of you are like, yeah, all right. But just ask some of my followers. They've sent me some comments and some beautiful pictures of their own dishes at home. And they get it. They understand. The La Padella being that high heat resistant oil, you are able to do so much with this. You can sear beautifully, you can fry perfectly, even though frying is whatever, taboo. In this recipe today, we're going to be doing a little cross between a fry and a really hard sear. So I wanted to show you this recipe because when I made it, I trialed it last week. And if you guys don't already know, and I'm sure you guys all do already, hello, hi, thank you. I'm living in Nicaragua, so doing a dish like this, like a Mongolian beef out of Nicaragua, where ingredients are not as available to me, I should say. They're super sustainable here and organic, let me tell you, right out of the ground and into my kitchen. But it's not as available like a Szechuan peppercorn, which is key in a Mongolian beef. So what do? I look for the alternative. How can I make this my own dish? And this is why I'm here. I'm giving you a base for these recipes, and I want you guys to explore. And the reason why I can do that confidently is because of these amazing olive oils. They take care of your food. They take care of your health, and they definitely take care of your skin. I mean, hello, people. That's olive oil. That's not to say that butter is not good, because butter is also fantastic. But they both work really well together. Hi, Chef. Can't wait to see your techniques. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm getting a pan super searing hot, because today I'll be using that high heat olive oil, that La Padella. This is a combination of different olive oils that just create the perfect sear, the perfect crispiness. And let's see. Can we accomplish this today? I think I can. I think I can. So before I get too crazy with my heat here, let me show you what I have going on. So I already went ahead and did this because this is a 20-minute step. I got some beautiful top sirloin from here. My butcher, he just cut it right off and gave me this beautiful top sirloin, or you could use beef chuck, and I sliced it super thin with my boning knife. As you can see, it's really thin. I put some of that Szechuan peppercorn paste. There was no Szechuan peppercorn, but I did find the paste. I put it in here with some cornstarch. Oh, and the best part. Oh yeah, I marinated it with the 100% extra virgin. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. And then I put a little dash of soy sauce, and then another little sprinkle of sesame, because I really want sesame seed oil. I really want that extra virgin olive oil to pop and come through with all those beautiful citrus notes alongside this La Padella. I'm telling you, I made this for my family last week. If you don't believe me, go on my Instagram. You'll see it right there. I'm telling you. And they went bananas. They were just like, what in the world? So I made this ahead because it has to sit for 20 minutes in that cornstarch. I actually mix it together with cornstarch and 1 egg white for every pound of the beef. And I toss. I put it aside on my counter, let it come up to room temperature until it's ready to hit that hot oil. Why am I doing this? Because that egg white, one, helps tenderize it, but also creates a beautiful little crispiness with that cornstarch. And when it hits that oil, careful, because you could get burnt. It does pop. I mean, we are kind of frying, sauteing here, so be careful, but it's amazing. But what I do before that, there's a lot of different techniques to this, but again, this is cooking my way. So you guys take this home and do whatever you want with it, because it's amazing. So, this dish literally revolves around that Szechuan peppercorn. Look at these scallions. Beautiful. Just unbelievable. Look at this ginger. I mean, hello. Yeah, this ginger, it's ridiculous. And then we have some garlic. Okay, so, because I only get a half hour here, I get to chatting and then I forget to hurry up. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to prep up my veggies. So now for the scallions, I take the very tops off, and then I just kind of, I gave myself a little space here, and I'm feeling a little cramped, so I apologize. But I take some of these tops, because I don't waste anything. And I go on ahead, and I chop them up, just like so. I hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can bring you down a little bit. I don't know how my camera moved, but how's that? That's a little bit better. Sorry about the movement, so if you get a little nauseous, I apologize. Oh, there you are. Hi. So I went ahead and I chopped these into about 1.5, 2 inches, just the greens, the tops. And then I'm going to take some of this beautiful ginger, and I'm going to grab a piece that I know I'm going to be able to slice carefully. And then the rest of it, I microplane it, I slice it. I mean, I pretty much put ginger into everything. I even drink a ginger tea that's literally hot water, ginger, honey, and lime. That's it. I drink that almost every day. It's a gut cleanser. And every once in a while, I've mentioned this before, I actually use a little bit of this olive oil in my tea. How did I know to do that? Because of the chef that I was working with. I always say this, if you guys don't believe me, she would drink little tiny espresso cups of olive oil. I learned it from her. There are health benefits to eating with olive oil. There's just no way around it. So why not sprinkle a little bit in your tea? Anyway, ginger. And because I'm only making a single portion, I'm only going to use a couple of slices. So when you're doing that, I'm using a mandolin. Please, 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 please go very slow. Use a glove. Use a guard if you need to. You can literally lose many digits with this. So please be careful. But I sliced them like this, that size. Now, I'm going to take some of this garlic, and I want to hurry up and talk because, you know, I do these lives once a month. And like I said, I live here now in Nicaragua. And every single live, I'm literally fighting a storm. It's just become the thing now. It gets very dark in here. That's why I have all this lighting going on. I have lighting from everywhere. And I'm literally watching this beautiful storm roll in. So I need to hurry up and do this before the power goes out. It's an adventure. And these guys, they travel with me. I pay to bring these guys with me everywhere I go. Why? Because I can't live without them. I'm telling you, they've been everywhere with me. Again, I have proof. I have video. So, I mean, I even took them into a tiny, teeny, tiny little cabin in the Grand Tetons. They were there. We made a beautiful broccoli soup. And I love this olive oil. I love everything that they represent. And now living here in Nicaragua and really getting back to a simpler way of living where everything is grown in your backyard. And I know there's a lot of people who do this already, but not having the accessibility of a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's or anything like that, I have had to become super creative in creating these dishes that I crave from home. And this olive oil is always the base for everything I do. I mean, there are times where I just sit here with a beautiful French baguette, freshly baked, a little Parmesan, a bowl of this beautiful olive oil, and that's dinner, literally. So when I tell you guys that this olive oil is part of my life, part of my family's life, I am not kidding. I am not kidding. So check it out. You can see it right here on Amazon, Porto olive oil. You can just scroll right on through, check it out. It comes delivered to your door in this beautiful flavor seal, locked seal box. I can't say that right now, but the reason why they package it this way is because they're trying to contain this beautiful juice that they have extracted from these olives, and they want to protect it for you. And usually I don't have my olive oil sitting this close to my stove, and I've said this before. It sits very far away because I learned that one of the reasons why your olive oil turns rancid is because it's next to the stove and it turns. It gets that bitter aftertaste. The other reason is processing. These guys, they pick these olives, go straight into that mill, it gets crushed beautifully in these. I mean, even the tubes are like a smoky color. You know, no light comes through. Nothing interrupting this beautiful olive oil being processed, and then it gets pumped into these beautiful boxes. They package it beautifully for you, and they send it right to your doorstep. So when you open it, it's work to get it open. And I'm telling you, when this gets down to the end, I am working hard to get this box open so I can squeeze out the last little bit of it. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm talking and talking and talking, and I'm running out of time. But I'm going to take some of the high heat saute oil. And again, there's a lot of different ways to make this dish. But this is the way that I found the easiest here in Nicaragua. So now I'm going to turn up my heat. And usually the recipe will call for you to sear off your steak, set it aside, and then go into the garlic and ginger, marry it back together with your steak, hit it with the sauce. Oh yeah, the sauce. Szechuan peppercorn, soy. You can use brown sugar, but I love to use local honey. It's a little bit healthier for you, and the flavor is just really, really amazing with this gorgeous olive oil. But also, I put in here a little bit of that La Padella because it's going to be searing hot. And instead of the extra virgin olive oil, I want to use the high heat oil as well. And it just carries that flavor all the way through, you know what I mean? So let's hurry up and do this. I'm losing light. Okay, so the sauce is ready. My heat is hot, hot, hot. I'm going to test one of these. Okay, so I was saying, a lot of people sear off the steak first, and then they go into the garlic and the ginger, and then they marry it with more scallions. But I like to do it a little bit differently because of the flavor of this oil. I take my ginger and I fry it off first with the garlic. That's going right down with just some smashed garlic, just like that, and my scallions. And I'm just going to give that a light fry saute because it is a fry, but it's just a hard sear. So I wonder if I have, one second. I do. I need a spatula for this. Now you notice I'm not adding any salt. The reason being is because I've already marinated my steak in a little bit of soy, and then that soy sauce is going to get hit at the end. So I don't want to make it too salty. You know what I mean? I want to taste this olive oil. I want to be sure to get all of these beautiful, spicy, that Szechuan peppercorn, if you've never had it, it's such an incredible, special flavor, all on its own, that you really just want to leave it alone. You know what I mean? Like, yes, there's soy, there's ginger, there's garlic, but when I married it with these olive oils, it became something completely different. I'm telling you, I'm not entirely sure how to explain it. It took care of it. and it made it amazing. So literally just leaving that, and I can turn away from it because I know this olive oil is going to take care of it. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell my house right now. Okay, so now I'm going to clean a little bit of the scallion. I just like to peel the outer layer off if it looks a little wonky. But you notice I'm putting everything to the side here, because then I make a vegetable stock. Yeah. I don't like to waste anything, guys. I don't. Or if I make a soup, I just put it right in there. But this is for presentation, so I want to make sure it looks really nice. And right now I'm just slicing up some more scallion that's going to be going in there at the end, and I'll show you how. So if you want to elevate your cooking, definitely cuts, ingredients, making all your cuts even like this, using proper olive oil to help improve the flavor of your food, just really, really takes it a whole nother level. Okay. So, this is already done. I'm going to try not to burn my parchment paper. I always set something on fire when I cook like this. But no worries. It's usually my hand towel. What? Actually, I'm going to use my tongs for the rest of it. I don't want to risk burning myself. I'm going to show you what this looks like. I'm going to let that oil come back up to temperature. Look at this. Do you see this? These are like beautiful ginger chips, and they're crunchy. The scallions, also crunchy. The garlic. I sometimes will make this as a like midnight snack. I just, with, again, a French baguette, olive oil, I just eat it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. The look of it, the smell of it, can't go wrong. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, so again, it's getting hot in here, huh? The reason why I did this, instead of doing it the way that most people do it, put the beef in and then the vegetables and then marry it again, I just infused very lightly this olive oil with my ginger, my scallion, my garlic. So now this oil already has a development of flavor that's coming from way down deep, all the way up to the top. And this is how we elevate our cooking. It doesn't become a separated dish. It becomes unified with different levels and just absolute incredible aftertaste. And this is how we elevate our cooking at home. Now, because I'm talking here a lot, got 10 minutes, but watch, it'll get done. This dish from start to finish is about 35 minutes, 40 tops, if you're being really careful slicing things to the right, shape and what have you. Because while your meat is sitting, see, you're getting that little white smoke, if you guys can see that. That means my oil is coming up to temperature. And I'm only going to do one portion because this is just for live. Being very careful, I'm now going to drop that beef into this oil. Making sure not to overcrowd it. My God, I wish you guys could smell this. I know everybody says that when they're cooking, but I really, really mean it. So I'm actually doing this kind of in shifts. And the reason why, I've got steak from the back here, all the way to the front. For some reason, my stove leans this way. Odd, I don't know. And so not having enough oil back here, it's okay. I don't panic. I still have what I need back here to get it started, and then I just finish it moving forward, and it actually makes this process a lot easier. Because when I cook it for my family, I then do all of this in batches, setting it aside. So this actually makes it kind of really easier for me to cook it without overcooking the steak, because then we're going to throw it all back together. So, but like I said, I'm only going to do one portion right now. And if you're just joining me now, we're making a Mongolian beef my way with Porto olive oil here in Nicaragua. Okay, now I'm going to really pick up that heat. I'm just going to let that go, and as soon as it browns on one side, it takes about 4 minutes or so to brown on one side. I'm going to give it a flip, let it brown on the other side, and then I'm going to pull it off and put it into that same tray with the ginger and the scallion and the garlic, and then we're going to start all over again. So hang in there. It's almost done. I always make such a mess with this stuff. But it's okay. Cooking is fun. Don't stress out. And if you want to put broccoli or green beans or corn into this, in the whole mixture, some carrots, some peas, go ahead. The one thing about my restaurant, and the thing that I have learned with all my travels, is that yes, you can have a good baseline for a dish that you are trying to create. But unless you really want it to be so incredibly traditional that you want to stay within that structure, that's fine. But I'm the kind of chef that likes to throw in a little spice whenever I can, and definitely mix it up a little bit. And this olive oil lets me do that. I'm here talking to you. If you're not here already knowing this, I'm talking to you guys about Porto olive oil right here. Amazing. You can get it on Amazon, shipped to your door. Oh my God. And right now, like I said, we are making Mongolian beef. I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to push those ones from the back to the front and let those guys go. The other ones got flipped. And then I'm going to add a couple more. Even though I'm making one portion, I want you guys to actually see what this olive oil does. And then as it finishes cooking, I pull it off onto a sheet tray. I want you guys to look at this. Can you see that? Can you see that char, people? Do you see this? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Thank you guys for joining me. So now that one is done, you gotta always consider too that there's carryover heat. So always remember that, okay? So pull it before it's completely done. Just make sure to get that hard sear on there. Pull it off to the side. And then, like I said, we're gonna marry these a little bit later all together. Yeah, we need some more steak in here, guys. Now this definitely, you could serve it over rice, which is my family's favorite, with a little extra sauce on the side for dipping. But definitely you can use it as a lettuce wrap. which is my favorite thing to do. Okay. Just gonna put a couple more down. And I think simply because I haven't eaten all day, and this smells amazing. So but when I'm done with you guys and I'm done photographing this, I'm eating. Okay, so we just do this. It takes a little time, but once you have your oil up to temperature, it's good to go. And it's just amazing to me that I spent a big chunk of my chefing career now really understanding the use and the properties and the proper way of processing olive oil. And the only reason I found that out is when I had my restaurant and I met the people over at Porto Olive Oil, and they gave me an education that I have never been able to turn away from. Now, if I taste an olive oil and it hits you right here and it makes you go, unless it's purposefully peppery, that means it's rancid. So typically this is why people don't like olive oil, because when it's not good, it doesn't taste good. It's really that simple. Okay. You guys hear that? Like, you can hear the shift. Just listen. The hiss became a little higher, which means you're extracting more moisture, which means you're getting that char you want. And if you notice, I'm sitting here talking and gabbing on and la 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 while this steak is going behind me, and I don't even worry about it. Like, I literally just sit here. The only thing I'm careful of is the splashes, because you are cooking, like I said, with 1 egg white, a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch mixed in with a little bit of soy, some of that Szechuan pepper paste, because I couldn't find peppercorn, and then I mix it all up, let it sit for 20 minutes, and then we put it into the pan, and that's what creates this beautiful, amazing crust. I mean, like, it's just incredible. And this is why I wanted to show you the diversity in this olive oil. Because olive oil doesn't have to be scary. And like I was saying, the people over at Porto Olive Oil taught me that when I did my own side-by-side at my restaurant. I'll never forget that day as long as I live. And I've never looked back. I haven't. Okay, so this is almost done. I'm going to let this go a couple more seconds. The best thing about using a big sheet tray is that you can cover the splashes while you're doing this. Pro tip, use a big cookie sheet, a sheet tray, and it helps save you. So here, I actually have a couple of pieces that are a little bit bigger, and I'm going to show you. I left those a little less charred. That's, whoa, now we're really cooking. Okay, here's my towel, it's in my hand. I'm going to pull that off so I can get to this part. Elevating our cooking as home chefs. I left some of the bigger sliced pieces because, you know, you get those weird little corners that have a little edge. I leave those to only cook to this char. That's really hot. Simply because I like textural difference. All of the other ones are, oh my God, they're so crispy. Unbelievable, they're so crispy. I mean, they're super charred. So then when I bite into that, with that, magic. Okay, now that we're done with those steps, I'm gonna grab a heat resistant pan or bowl or whatever you have. Hi, I'm still here. Okay, so I just poured off a little bit of that oil. I set that aside. Now here comes the fun part. We're just gonna heat this back up, marry it together, and then we're gonna put it into a bowl. Do we have a bowl? Yes, we do. When I'm working with hot oil, I'm always very, very careful. So if you see me step off camera, it's because I'm not gonna pour it here while talking to you, because then if it falls, say bye-bye to your feet. So I'm always very careful. Ooh, let me see. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, it is that good, guys. Okay, so this is up to 10. I have some beautiful little charred bits down here too. Like, I wish, can you see those? They're not burned, they're charred. Okay, so now that hasn't come up to temperature. And see now, using something like a parchment paper, it just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to pour it into this, making sure to grab everything. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I'm going to put that off to the side. Get that really, really nice and hot. Guys, you can literally eat this just as it is. Do you see this? Do you see that? You don't even need the sauce. Okay, get that back on the heat so we can finish. 3 minutes overtime. That's okay, it's so worth it. I love talking about this olive oil. Thank you for joining me today. If you guys want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button, either here or Instagram, actually even TikTok. Corto Olive Oil has their own TikTok page. You need to go check it out. You can see my page there, Anita Cooks One, the real Anita Cooks One. You can see all the dishes I make with this olive oil here on Amazon Live, on Instagram, YouTube, name it. I am always talking about them because I love them. So check them out, I'm telling you. So I go live with them here on Amazon Live, but I do other dinners at home that I post with this olive oil as well. So if you want to see different recipes, definitely check it out, okay? Just hit that little subscribe button, it'll give you an alert. You'll see me pop up. So, okay, so this is going nice and hot. And now, I'm going to take my sauce, where'd it go? Right here. I'm going to turn off my heat. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. This is amazing. I'm going to let that residual heat do all the cooking. I'm going to plate somewhere here. I should have grabbed a spoon for this part. Now what's happened is, and I don't have any rice, but what's happened is that cornstarch on that steak has thickened up my sauce, which is amazing. And if you had rice, you can just pour that sauce right over the top of all of this. And I mean, you got dinner at home. I'm going to clean this off a little bit. And for presentation's sake, I'm going to bring up some of these beautiful pieces. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take some fresh scallions and just put those all around like that. I take more of the sauce. Pour that over the side. People. And there it is. Can you guys see that? Making sure I'm not burning my towel. Can you see this, guys? Can you see that? That is amazing. Mongolian beef. Now I'm gonna have to go make some rice real quick because there's no way I can eat this without rice. This is amazing. It smells incredible. Thank you guys again for joining me today for another amazing Porto olive oil driven dish here on Amazon Live and all the other places that I'll be uploading this onto. Thank you so much, so much. I'm gonna go eat this food. Photographing it, uploading it, check it out. I'll see you guys next month for another amazing recipe. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see, send me suggestions, guys. I want to hear from you, okay? Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, thank you. Mwah. All right, guys. Whew. I am sweating. Thank you. Wow, 6.2 thousand. Thank you so much for those of you who hung around. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. This dish, I'm not lying, it smells incredible. Like, look. I gotta go photograph this, upload this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much for your love and support every time I come on and for liking all my videos and all my content. I hope to bring more content in the future. It's just been a little crazy here. So if you guys want to see what I'm up to, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? Just go ahead and follow me. Thank you. But I'll see you guys very soon. I'm going to go photograph this amazing Mongolian beef. Okay, guys? Thank you. Mwah. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Wait, how do you end this live? Why do I always go through this? Technically savvy. Not.